Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 50. Mike 50. Check back.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Patriots first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Operating from the gun, Reese looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Pressure coming, and this looks like a short kick. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching their partner Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. A give to Michelle running right. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Taylor. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor, he'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Taylor. And he slings one that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got it to Hilton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Play action, it's Taylor. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
We got double up. Neil, double up. Wide, get wide. Check the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Looking to throw on second down. Reese. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they will run it with Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Let's get it.
Michelle going to try again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, Reese eluding the pressure right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Watch the shit. Check safety, check safety. Squeeze. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Run it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Taylor now off the bootleg. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Show hands in. Check 52. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Delta. Watch your slap, watch your slap.
From the 25 on second down, Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They go play action here on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Operating from the gun, Reese. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Turn it up. Go. Kill. Turn it up. Go. Shit.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Jam. No.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here we go. 15 on it. Hey. Bang.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sua Cravens able to record his 5th sack of the season. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They go play action with Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Sua Cravens in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on second down, Reese. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw on 3rd down, Reese. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Eli Harold. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Bradshaw. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Taylor. Complete to Hilton. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, let's go. Come on. Watch the eyes. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Whip, whip, go. Watch the whip. Watch safety crease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buddy up. Minus 50. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Rees to Michelle on the screen. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Rees. Got an open man, it's Pringle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rees. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rees. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kill. Everyone, Mike 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it Makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Focus, defense, focus. Hey,
Operating from the gun, Rees. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. He scored on the ground and through the air. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
6 guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush on. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he finds McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Sponge. No. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This a quick pass to Davis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check 24. Leo, he's crossing. He's checking crack. Check magic. Watch twist. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On first down, Reese. And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Reese. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off play action. Reese. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Reese. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.